Join us now, Tom Lee, head of research at Fundstrat Global Advisors, as well as a CNBC contributor. We can get to Bitcoin in a second. I want to talk just about the overall markets, Tom. And you think leading into Thanksgiving that slow sort of bleed, that slow bleed last week in the markets, you expect that not to be lasting, and multiple factors make you feel good about the next couple of weeks. And one of them, which plays into what we've been talking about all morning, and is the Treasury Secretary announcement will remove some uncertainty. You're following Polymarket to see who's in what. Bessent was at 70, but then Musk tweeted about Lutnick, and his chances went up. What is it now?
They've both fallen to sub 40%. So part of it is Kevin Warsh has moved up and Mark Rowan has moved up.
We're using Polymarket to decide who's going to be the Treasury Secretary.
Stranger things have happened, right?
So you think we hear this week? And that'll remove uncertainty, or that's not the most important thing?
Well, I think as we remove uncertainty, so it may not be announced in the next week or so, I think that's like what I'd consider a clearing event. It takes away some uncertainty, and the Trump trade, I think, is still intact. The
Fed might not cut as quickly as possible, but you still said we're in a good place, dovish-wise.
That's right. Last week, markets were a little taken by surprise when Fed Chair Powell said he might, slow things down for December. But if you look at December 2025, a year from now, the number of implied cuts is still the same. So I think he's dovish. He's just moving some of the timing.
Another clearing event, NVIDIA. You expect it to be a bullish clearing event?
I mean, most likely, I think markets get very hesitant in front of NVIDIA's earnings.
Really?
And once that's behind us, we'll see demand is strong, and I think market breathes a sigh of relief.
And then we did get a little bit maybe bullish or over our skis, so we pulled back to a support level where you feel more comfortable.
That's right. I think most of the major indices have pulled back to what would be technically viewed by our technician Mark Newton as support. So the NASDAQ is on the support line. S&P did a 60% retrace of its recent rally, and small caps have held above their prior highs. These are all bullish support levels. I
was wondering whether things were getting overdone when the journal says a melt-up could be in the cards. And the Trump trade has already been going for a while. You think it's just getting started at this point? There's a lot probably for the markets to like, I guess, in terms of, he likes easy money, he likes low regulation, he likes lower taxes. There's a lot. It's more than a 2-week rally, maybe, in your view.
That's right. And I think maybe markets are course correcting because now with DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, there may be cuts to healthcare and industrials because of defense spending. So things that investors can focus on more deregulation of animal spirits, more like small caps and financials.
All right.
What about healthcare? You mentioned that in particular. It's not just DOGE that's going to be looking for more ways of efficiency. It's also changes afoot with RFK Jr. We're going to speak with Mark Bertolini about that in a minute. But how does the market kind of weigh that out?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough period for visibility for healthcare because, even recent comments about how much healthcare spending dominates advertising when you're not in the political cycle. And you're right, there's concerns about safety of certain vaccines and RFK being in charge of HHS. So I would just say there's clouds. There's still going to be opportunities probably in biotechs, but it's going to be challenging.